Tepu, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, Haru Nefer. This is Qesankh Keperu with another exciting video for you. And in this video, we're going to do some oracle readings. But before I get into that, I'd like you to hit the like button. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button so we can get so you can get notifications on when I go live and when I upload recorded videos. Also, if you want to know more about my spiritual teachings, I do have free ebooks for you. You can scroll below, click on the links, download those ebooks today, and start reading. If you want to take your spiritual knowledge to the next level, you can become a Patreon supporter for as little as $1, $5, or $20 per month. It's up to you. You can cancel anytime, and you'll get exclusive access to instructional videos on the esoteric, videos that will take you deeper down the rabbit hole, such as how to meditate, proper mantras, how to create a magical amulet, how to invoke spirits, self-hypnosis. And if you are an Acer level contributor, you'll get all of your oracle readings for free. So become a Patreon supporter. You can cancel anytime. And last but not least, share this video with family and friends so we can get this revolution started. Haru Nefer, how are you doing? Take a moment here. I'm going to say a silent prayer before I start to begin these readings. Wonderful. Actually, I was thinking you all should be aware of the prayer that we recite before we do readings, which is, Hail to Huti, making victorious Asar over his enemies on the night that of battle, and the making the feathering of the Sabahu, day that destroying the enemies of Debatur, night that making to stand the Jed and Jetu. Salutation of power, Father, Mother, Supreme Being, who comes as Tahuti, thanks for the words divine, my heart belongs to you. Meditate upon that prayer. It has a lot of significance in terms of your life, Kemetic culture. You'll learn a lot. And you can really relate it to the story of Asar and Aset, which is great. So let's do some readings on current events and see what's going on out there. Actually, let's see what God has to say, because as you know, when we do readings, we're really communicating with the divine, with God, you know, and God is giving us her objective opinion. So it's devoid of emotionalism. You know, you can trust it. Not as like you going to a minister or pimp pastor at the pulpit who's influenced by their emotions. They have that transcendent self. So you have to be leery of the advice that they give you. You know what I mean? This information coming from the oracles, it's like telephoning God, and you're getting God on the phone. And God is telling you what she knows is right, because God's faculty, the Tahuti faculty, is all wise. It's wisdom. First one I want to ask about is, let's ask God what is going on with all of these police shootings, this recent wave of police shootings. What's going on with that? All right, let's find out what God has to say. All right, so we've got Oser Hatep. All right, so God is talking about unity. There's a need for unity and coming together and working together. All right, so Oser is God within, the indwelling intelligence of that which is within you. So there is a lack of people working together in unity. Now, this could be in the form of us as people of color, or us in the police department. Let's gain some more knowledge on what this is referring to by asking, why are the police shooting young Black African-American males? Let's see if we can drill down and get an answer to that. We've got Wajet to my. Wajet deals with accidents, plots, intrigue, things of that nature. But what's causing that Wajet reading? Can we find out what's causing the Wajet reading? All right, let's see. Ooh. So we've got a Wajet Harukahuti, too hot-headedness, too much fire energy. It's like shoot first, ask questions later. So Harukahuti deals with police officers. He governs police officers, but this is Harukahuti in the negative. And we got a Wajet, the serpent. So that's just too much energy. So these cops are out there and they're just out of control is what the oracle is saying here. And we also have to look at the fact that Wajet can also talk about subterfuge, things going on behind the surface. So there could be activity that we're not even aware of that's really the source of all this. You know, there's something going on that we are not seeing when you get a Wajet. Could be plots, intrigues, but we know this is too much hot energy. Harukahuti comes and he's the warrior. You see, he cuts with his sickle there. He cuts, and in the negative, is someone who is not there protecting the people, but is there bullying the people, oppressing the people. So the police force has gone overboard, and they are now the committers of wrongdoing. The God is saying that they are doing wrong, that they are overstepping their bounds. They are committing executions. So we need to be aware of this. God has spoken. Let us now go to the ancient oracle, the I-ching, and ask the I-ching why are the police shooting these young African American men. Let's go to the I-ching. We got 63rd hexagram changing to the 37th hexagram, top line stress. You have initiated significant action. Do not assume that things will follow their course while you simply watch and wait. This type of attitude is both vain and perilous. You have created responsibilities for yourself. Or shirking them will invite grave danger. So they're not following according to their responsibilities. They're not living up to what they should be doing. Then we have the 37th hexagram, which talks about family. So the 63 is after the end, and 37 is family. So this is definitely talking about how there's a lack of there's a lack of family, seeing each other as family, a part of the whole. And there is something here which is talking about shirking responsibilities, not doing what they should be doing. So keep that in mind. Oh, let's find out what's going to happen in the future here. All right. Will these police shootings of young black men continue? Ooh, 5 of Swords, 2 of Swords, the Star. There is hope for the future. So we're seeing that these things will continue, but the future is bright. Their star is a good outcome. So there's a possibility that these shootings will, in fact, cease, but there has to be some action on our part. So that's this is not a bad reading. Same question. Will these police shootings eventually come to a halt, stop? All right, the serpent, the sly and subtle approach is needed. The hand of fate, forces beyond your control intervene. Your secrets are safe. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. We have the serpent, the hand of fate comes in. Something comes in to intervene. And then there are secrets here that that need to be exposed, which of course relates to the Wajet reading. Wajet deals with secrets being exposed. Okay, so let's move on further. All right, Natera, please comment on let's say, Black Lives Matter intentions, true intentions? Please comment on that. Wajet again. Wajet Tim. So we know that Black Lives Matter has got secret motives. They're doing stuff behind the veil. Oh my God, when you get this Wajet, that means that there are clandestine forces against you. This is very revealing. This is telling us that this organization has got ulterior motives. What else have we got? What else comes up? Ooh, Seker Hetep. Seker deals with low-life people. Seker could also deal with parameters, limitations, obstacles. So we have to really look at what's going on here, because this is not an all-inclusive movement. They have their own exclusivity about them and what's going on. So we have to be very, very careful. All right. So let's find out what's going to happen to Black Lives Matter in the future. All right. You know, that's Secord also. Now, Wajet could be talking about controlled opposition. So that's very interesting. What's going to happen to Black Lives Matter in the future? Four of Cups. Justice. Ooh, it's weird. And the Chariot. So there's going to be some form of justice imposed. But there's a victory that's going to come out of this, though. So this is the current state we're in, the Four of Cups. Sadness. Things are not working out right, but justice will intervene. And then we will have the Chariot come, which is interesting. Chariot means victory. All right. Let's move on. Please comment on Black Lives Matter. True intentions. The Chalice, rejuvenation and fulfilled. Fate has blocked this path for you. Use your skills to aid others. So this is some advice here on what they should be doing. Obvious, very, very obvious. All right, so let me just go down here. All right, what I'd like to do, one for me, is on Kamala Harris. Let's see, is Kamala Harris going as VP to assist people, African Americans? Is she going to help them? Kamala Harris. No, Tahuti Tim. Tahuti is helping to resolve conflicts. But why? Rukahuti, oh my God, she's doing something wrong. Over enforcement of authority, not reconciled. Not, in other words, this Tahuti Tem and Harukahuti Tem, which we're seeing a lot of, is a lack of justice, not fighting for the people, a lack of justice. And this is what we've seen again and again with Kamala Harris: imprisonment of young Black men, over policing, things of that nature. So she has not been friendly to young Black men, incarcerating them, being overzealous with prosecution, hiding evidence. So this is Harukahuti Tem. She is just not good for African Americans. God is speaking here. Tahuti is very high on the Kemetic tree of life. And it really talks about the ability to reconcile opposites so that everyone goes home in peace. That's not here. That's not here. That's not what her agenda is, unfortunately. We see it's going to be one of a lack of justice, a lack of being for the people. You know what I mean? So this is kind of unfortunate. Let's comment now on how this year is going to be for people of color, Black people, ADOS, Foundational Black Americans. How will this year be for us? Wow, Haruka Hootie keeps coming up. Wow, that's interesting. What's going on here with Haruka Hootie? He's in the house. Haruka Hootie. And Sebek, forceful communication. Wow. So there's going to be a lot of verbal conflicts that we can look forward to. False beliefs, pushing false ideas and notions toward the African American community. Not good. False ideas, false beliefs, propaganda, pushing that to the African American community, creating friction, creating fights. I'm getting the impression of staging events, putting on false philosophies and ideas and ideologies, specifically from the left, because they're very good at doing that, the liberals. This is a problem with the African American community, is that we're very susceptible to media propaganda and to mass media overall, which is Sebek is forms of communication. And in the negative, Sebek is talking about negative communication, negative beliefs, ideology, and we tend to pick up on that. I say this, and this is a perfect example that when you kind of mix, for example, I don't know which, I'm going to pull the right card, but let me go back to this. And this is especially true with African American males. When you have a Sebek and a Haruka Hootie, you get these cats who thinking they're rap stars at 50 years old. You have these kids walking around. And what I mean by kids, I mean 25, 30, 35-year-old young men were walking around thinking there are thugs and rap stars. And, you see in the African American community, it's not cool to be dressed in a suit. Everyone has to have a cap on and look thuggish and wear their Timberlands and things. So this reading is indicating, being susceptible to, like communication, and, could be mass media and style. And this doesn't necessarily talk about style, because it would be a hetero thing. I'm throwing that in because I see that. It's very obvious to that. So we have to be careful and guard ourselves against negative ideas which would be forced upon us and push their way towards us. We don't want that. You see, this is how a lot of Black women have become indoctrinated into feminist ideology, but not just feminist ideology, but because there's nothing wrong with wanting to be equal, but a very, very extreme form of feminist ideology that not even white women embrace. So we just need to be cognizant of that and aware of that, you know what I mean? That what's being pushed upon us, because we need to return back to our culture and who we truly are, So what's in store for African American men this year? Because we know both Kamala Harris and her sugar daddy. Did I say that? Her sugar daddy. What's his name? Biden are not in the corner of African American males. What's in store for African American males this year? Sebek Hetep. We got Sebek again. So we have to really look at the belief system that's going on here. So this could be a favorable thing for African American men getting themselves in alignment with the correct belief system and ideas and logic. Sebek is also entrepreneurial, so this could be something that's very good. And he's also very studious, book learned, so that could be a positive thing as well. Let's go to. I want some more clarification on that though. So let's go to the oracles here. What is in store for African American men this year? One, two, three. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is this? Five of Swords, the Sun, Six of Wands, victory, auspiciousness, a very good year for African American men. Oh my goodness. This is great reading. This is an awesome reading. African American men, you're going to rock it this year. Heck yeah. All right. All right. What's in store for African American women this year? Let's see. Let's see. Come on now. Ooh, not good. Oh, I forgot to explain that before I was putting the card away. Haru Tem is someone who doesn't listen. They're very stubborn, authoritative, jumping, leaping before looking, and a lack of circumspection. What's causing that? False belief system, Sebek, false ideas, false ideology. We talked about this with the extreme form of feminism and how these things are being pushed onto African American women to get them to accept these false ideologies. Let's go to the oracle. Strength, this card. Three of Pentacles, good card, working together. The World, completion, good cards, very good cards. So this is good. This is good. Strength, Three of Pentacles, working together. Cooperation for African American women. Completion, the World, bringing things to completion, getting things done. Good cards, very good cards. So both can be great year of progress for both African American men and African American women. So that's good. A little more of a warning from the Meduna tear for African American women to be careful. We don't want this society to start pushing more of the leftist views or our incorrect thoughts and beliefs. Meaning, in other words, they foster and finance a gender war. We don't want that. You know what I mean? So we have to be very, very careful so that we don't have outside intervention. Asian provocateurs messing with us in our culture. You understand? If you get an opportunity and you like this, please make sure that you donate to the channel. That would be helpful since YouTube has demonetized the channel for speaking truth to power. So that's interesting that they went ahead and did that. I don't know why, but hey, it's okay though. we have magic, right? So with magic, you can accomplish a lot. You know what I mean? What is it that my viewers need to focus on in order to have abundance in their lives? This is to all you guys, my viewers. What should you be focusing on to have abundance in your life? Care to think what this is? Can it be ma'at? Can it be, what can it be? All set? All set. Lack of devotion. All set, Tim. Lack of devotion. What's causing that? What's causing that? All set, two, ma'at. All set all the way. Okay, so this means you're here today and gone tomorrow. Inconsistency. One day you're devoted, the next day you're not devoted. So you're gonna have to be consistent. You're gonna have to be focused now. Quit the worrying. Quit the wavering. Be dedicated. When I was studying with one of my teachers, he said you can't be half a gangster. You got to be all in. So this reading is letting you know you got to be all in. You got to be all in. So please be devoted. Be 100%. This is a very, very rich spiritual culture that we have. We have a means of speaking directly with God. This is the culture our ancestors left behind for us, the oracle, so that we can pick up that phone and talk to God and bring our problems to God and get an answer and get a solution. But many of us don't even appreciate our own culture. You have too many people walking around going into Islam because they think it's exclusive, they think it's unique, and that's not for us. I'm not trying to down anybody's religion, but that was never made for us. That's not by our ancestors. In fact, those Muslims, those Arabs were our oppressors at one point. I'm just speaking truth to you here. All right? I want to thank you for tuning in. As always, this is Qesankh Ma-Keperu, son of Ma'at and Tahuti. Ma'at is the beautiful goddess Heru. Until my next video, Amen Ra.